it might just be a visual thing for me, but anyway, so those are most helpful to me on the hourly and above. The 15-minute time frame, sometimes I'll notice certain confluences, basically where key levels and EMAs will cross or align, letting me know that, you know, there's a level there, but it's case by case. Facebook bounced off that median, so take 50% of this chop, split it in half. Little bounce hop right there. 20, 50, 200. Yep. Yep. How do you tell the difference between a bull flag versus a reversal? So a bull flag, and this is a 1 minute bull flag. So it would be what a real, you wouldn't want to trade a 1 minute bull flag. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in a strong uptrend, you'll see them, but you want more consolidation. This is a bull flag, right? The reason why is the selling pressure and volume decline as you move, because you got to think profit takers are always going to take profit, but if you're in an uptrend, people are going to be buying the dip. So candles like this, where the support is clearly around that 405 mark, and then the candle closes back up above it, you get a doji, and then you move to the upside. That's, in fact, at this candle right here, that would have been a good entry candle as it crosses above my 9-day moving average and my whole ribbon indicator. So both of those things, although the volume does rise, it's nothing extraordinary. But normally when I'm looking at bull flags, I want to see candles, red candles that are weak. So establishing and understanding what a weaker red candle looks like, right? So these candles mean sellers are in control, and these candles are just simply pullbacks, not speaking real volumes to potential pullback. So honestly, I would say volume is probably one of the #1 things that you need to be paying attention to, and candle closes, on top of or in the trend of that bull flag. So again, these two candles are tall tale signs that this bull flag was holding and was able to reverse. So candles like that, or even, and again, right here is one of the reasons why I don't trade SPY, right? Weak red candles, fake out, right? Little raid there. I can't. I just don't. And I don't have the. I just don't. I just can't. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. It's just something inside of me won't let me. I've just been through it, and meh, it's not for me. But anyway, so like a 1 minute, 5 minute candle, where you might look like a little bull flag, you lose the 9-day moving average there very, very quickly, and you candle close. So like something like this, especially losing that 9-day moving average, if I'm actually trading on the 1 minute, which is obviously something that expires probably relatively soon, then this is would be the sign for me that rejection is coming, or has been established. So, and as you guys can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 405.88 is, so right here, look, that's 1, and that's 2. So those are both levels. I think whatever we're doing right now is really simply just buying time. Look at Facebook. Yeah, those are all right. So from there, I do use the pivot points. Oftentimes the pivot points, because I am very confident in my levels, but I gained that confidence by using multiple different layers of verification, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. And the pivot points have always been one of those indicators that even since the beginning on multiple different time frames always come into play. And they are obviously running with the volume profile. Normally, where you'll find the point of control is where you will find your pivot on, especially on the higher time frames. Look how, by the way, go look at the Q's hourly candle and hourly candles. Those are weak candles at the moment. Declining volume on an uptrend. Against resistance, Powell is the person that needs to bring that volume in order to see any upside. So, anyway, the pivot points, volume profile, VWAP is here, but and maybe I should use it more, but it's just never been. It's never been that for me. I used it a lot more when I was trading in the beginning. But I would almost say that like at this point, like I kind of know where it's at, just kind of like mentally. And I know what key levels have to be broken, regardless. So Nvidia update, sure. Not always am I like, I don't know, like the cent mark on where VWAP is at. But it's always floating around the 9. It's always floating around the lower time frame EMAs. So looking good to 2300. What is? All right, Nvidia. So 5 minutes. I guess we can go off the top. Beautiful, beautiful trend line there. Like the crocodile hunter for stocks. Beautiful. Rest in peace. 180.75 is where. All right, so you got a little, what could be considered a bull flag. And 180.75 looks like a mark. A candle close above that, decent volume. You may see this sucker move to the upside. Let's see here. Right now, this is what I got kind of, and again, 500 HMA coming in hot right here, backing up my trend line. Whole ribbon indicator is red, but thin. Let's go to the hourly. Okay, this is my channel currently that Nvidia is holding. Nvidia is, if from here we move to the upside, Nvidia would have the 185.35 mark. Facebook is springing up a little bit here. Google has not yet hit that trend line. So if you're waiting to short Google, 23.27 maybe. But right now, Nvidia could be considered building. So you could be building up for, might be a bull flag, push you to the upside. But in the same breath, you have no volume, and you're in a consolidation bilateral pattern. So the bilateral means that it can go either way. And at this point, I would say technically you're building bullish, but the day we still have a little bit of time before Powell speaks. And we've got a gnarly gap to the downside. So I think it's up for debate at the moment. The 200-day moving average is also sitting flat at R1. So if we did fall, I would assume that's where we would go. Rivian 5-minute bear flag. I see it. I got it on my top screen. Oh well, actually I got it on most screens. It's right there. Yeah. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm okay with the little trend line test, but I also think this might gap down. We'll see. Unfortunately, it runs with a lot of the EVs, so if Tesla breaks, then I'm again. No, you're okay. You're not annoying me. You're good. Apple's trying to do something. Apple's trying to get you to buy something. That's what Apple's doing. it's mirroring SPY. They're probably using SPY to pump it up. Nice little technical pattern there. Nobody wants to be pushy. Are you talking about to me? Or are you talking about buyers? What does it mean? Oh. Well, that's what you guys pay for, right? I mean, don't harass me. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm here to help. I want to. I want to answer your questions. I want to repeat myself, you know. These are lessons that the more I repeat it, the less the rust, you know, it helps me too. You could see Apple, the best way to learn is to teach. And I recommend that to anybody. I don't care if you're drunk at a bar, someone even mentions stocks, take over the whole conversation, stand in the middle, preferably maybe on top of something, and just let everybody know and just teach, you know. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But it is, you know, I teach my kids, you know, how to do certain things. Anytime my son asks, I get him to the point where I'm like, all right, I probably should shut up now. He's gonna hate stocks. So, all right, it's time for Walmart to go. Get your ass up. Just waiting patiently and record it and show us. There you go. I appreciate you guys though. You know, and your respect and stuff. So it's awesome. My wife can't stand when I start talking about stocks with my 11-year-old. What are you doing to that poor child? If you're waiting to take Macy's short, 2175 or 73, excuse me. This one has a great high probability setup right now for once in its life. Either A, it's going to break up, and that white line you see above it, I know, just pretend it's a different stock. But that white line above it, that dynamic trend line, and then that key level, that would be, so Macy's has broken a support that it has been holding since December of 2021. All right, so at some point, the sucker's got to come down. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to give us another retest. But on a technical basis, if we make it up there and we see a rejection and it pulls back down, we have a perfect head and shoulders on the hourly time frame as well as on the daily time frame. We've got the similar setup, a descending triangle. I also, I don't know why I'm just not showing you guys this setup, because actually really great setup, and it's one that I might put some cash into, because you know what, I know we joke about it, but at the same time, I've gotten mauled by certain stocks, and yeah, are you talking? I don't know if you're talking. Oh, when y'all get a chance. But that didn't mean I stopped. Obviously, you know, some stocks I just like. I remember trading Dollar Tree religiously, and I made lots of money on it. And then one day, the Fire Nation attacked or something. It literally lost all volume. Everything was gone. Institutional ownership had like dropped, and it was starting to steal and take my money. And so I just stopped trading it. I didn't wait for like an extra sign, you know. I was like, okay, I'm gonna assume that institutional ownership leaving, or you know, profit taking, if whatever you want to call it, is my sign. So, but as far as Macy's is concerned, you know, I really don't see a reason why I shouldn't take a high probability setup, especially being that it's a good small account play and easily hedged. So Young Money, dude. Young Money. Crazy gains, dude. Got Philly. Tried shorting. Ouch. Ouch. Yep. But you know what, Big Stepper? You have been consistent for, I can't even remember the last bad, week or even couple of days from you, man. So, um, this, sometimes it has to happen, but you're still crushing it, man. Overall, definitely thankful for your expertise, dude. We all have those days, weeks. We hate Macy's around here, but what if we learn to love it? So what's the play on Macy's? It's not. There's no play yet. But if we end up seeing the rejection that I'm looking for, PTSD. Yeah, that's right. We got to get over your fear. I used to have a fear of tubing, in the water, but I got out. I got back out there, and I hurt myself again. But Macy's right now, if we do end up mushing up, what am I saying? Moving up, 2160, 2172. From there, if it does end up closing above that trend line, I'm going to be very patient. And in fact, I would wait for Macy's to move up, hit that trend line, and then see a full rejection before taking a position. So, what time does Pal talk? Yeah, he's going to be talking soon. Look at the market preparing. It's doing something. Stealing people's money right now. That's what it's doing. Love a man that speaks on time. Yeah, should I go live on TikTok for this town meeting? Let me go find the guy. I love this song. Treasury yields rise above whatever. Shut up. Ridiculousness.
Maximum employment and price stability. Today, in support of these.
Trying to find him. Where are you, Papa? Good morning. Take a look at your boy QQQ right here. Look at this. So hourly candles. Ugh, there's a lot of stuff going on right here. Hourly candles. Take a look at those weak candles right here. Those are pretty weak. It has taken 3 hours to recover what has been done in one, and we are struggling. We've got lagging moving averages all the way sitting at 301, and we've got a really super bullish setup. So I wonder, I wonder. Do we go to the gulag? Or do we... Yeah, so we're flat up against that trend line. That's why we hit that like that. Yeah, 309. I'm in Antarctica. No, you're not. You're in Hawaii. Penguins are violent animals. People need to know the truth.